And now, coming to you live from the tri-state area and San Francisco, California, it's the best part of Wednesday, Waffle Box, with your hosts, Mike Fish and Kush Hayes.
Welcome to Waffle Box Podcast, where we talk about anything, everything, and nothing all at the same time. Coming up on episode 224, a man is frozen to death and lives to tell the tale.
I was frozen today!
Kush goes a little bit of MILF hunting in this week's movie review.
Yeah, baby!
And we find out how old Jeffrey Dean Morgan is.
Hot stuff coming through.
All that and much, much more on episode 224. I'm Mike Fish, and I am joined, as always, by the main man from San Fran. It's Mr. Kush. Hey, it's Kush. How you doing, buddy?
What's good, y'all? Kush Hayes here. 224 episodes of the Waffle Box. It's the Waffle Box Podcast. It's the People's Podcast. The best part of Wednesdays, coming to you all the way from from San Francisco and New Jersey. We did that thing for 2 years. Anyway, you accept no substitutions because, again, it is the best part of Wednesdays. And Mike Fish, man, I am so glad we are talking tonight.
Maybe that could be my new thing. Maybe I could be like, oh, I'm coming from the future home of the FIFA World Cup final. Just 90 days away.
No, it's not even 90 days away. It's like,
well, technically,
if this is Wednesday, it's 55 days away.
Well, I'm talking about the final, like the crescendo.
The finals. Copy that.
Which is not actually.
Yo soy comprende.
From actually when we dropped this episode, it'd be 88 days, but whatever. Now I've just revealed something behind the curtain. Oh dear me.
No. Everything's A-okay, buddy. No, it's yeah. So not a soccer guy, not a football guy. But yeah, the bus stops are even reminding us now that if today is Wednesday, 55 days from now, we are going to experience the World Cup at Levi's Stadium. I will not be there because I can't get to Levi's. I have a couple friends that will be there, and like semi-jealous, but also not. One of my mans, Danielle.
Shout out to Danielle.
Shout out to Danielle. He's a good dude. Gets a lot of grief, but whatever. That's not the point of this. He's going to work 20. So the whole thing was, if you bid for this show, you got to work every day. Every day that's on the calendar. So guess what? He's got to work 25 days before he gets his first day off.
Woof.
Then he works for a couple days. Then he gets another day off, and then the first game happens, and then there's like it's kind of scattered about there. But like, my man has to work 25 days straight before he can officially ask for permission to die.
I mean,
he's going to make a lot of goddamn money. By
I was
going to
say,
if you're dead, you can't spend it.
Well, I mean, hopefully Danielle doesn't die.
I hope not either. That would be
I thought you were still gonna,
I like hanging out with him.
I thought you was going the other way around, like in terms of like you're not going to be there, like because I am, which depends which way you look at it. I am fortunate or unfortunate to be going to one of the games, but Jesus Christ, those tickets were expensive.
I bet they were. I've been sending you a couple Facebook tags where apparently New Jersey raised the train fare from $13
to $150.
Yes. What the fuck is that?
Well, that's the bus from New York City Penn Station.
I guess.
I'm not justifying it by any stretch of imagination, but it's ridiculous what they're doing. So luckily, I live very close to MetLife Stadium, so I'm not going to have to worry about being gouged for public transport. But yeah, just the tickets alone was Jesus Christ.
New Jerseyans should not be gutted like this just to take the goddamn train.
No,
like if your train ticket to MetLife Stadium is $150. I can't imagine what parking is going to be like.
I don't know, and because they're apparently FIFA have banned tailgating, so they're going to be like,
What?
yeah, I know, right? It's they've just sucked all the fun. I'm only going to assume it's because they're just going to pack the parking lot with quote unquote fan zones where where you get the privilege of spending $25 for a beer and shit like that. It's going to be horrible.
This is
But
disgusting.
I just for I hate myself for doing it, but I just thought it's like it's how often am I going to get to say I went to
I
see
mad at you.
England at a World Cup game?
I get it. I ain't mad at you, buddy. Like
Oh
you know
Jesus.
what you're doing, and you got the
I
means to
don't like what
acquire
I'm
it.
doing. I know what I'm doing, but I don't like what I'm doing.
I felt the same way at WrestleMania 30. But you know, man, like enjoy yourself, dude. Like have fun. And if you can do it, fucking do it. If you want to do it, like if you didn't want to do it, you wouldn't do it, right?
Just now I have to eat instant ramen for a couple of more months
I love
just
some
to get
ramen,
by.
man. I love some ramen.
Speaking of your regrets, WrestleMania happened this past weekend.
Yeah, man.
Two
Um,
nights in Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas for the second year running.
I'm
Ugh.
I'm hearing not a good show, but I'm hearing the wrong reasons for why it's not a good show. I haven't heard anything like this match sucked and that match sucked or whatever. The main event was terrible. I'm not hearing any of that. Um, so I don't know what happened on night two. I don't know anything that happened on night two. I don't even necessarily know the results of night one, but I have a meme here.
Go for it.
Okay.
Let me read your
So
meme or read your meme.
So first off, again, if you wanted to watch WrestleMania at home, you have to have the ESPN app, and then which costs money,
Yep.
and then you have to get the subscription to WrestleMania.
No, so you have to get ESPN Unlimited, which costs $30 a month.
So it's $30 on top of whatever ESPN Plus already is, and
No,
that's it,
no, no.
regardless of if you have the Hulu app or whatever.
So no, those ESPN Plus and ESPN Unlimited are separate
Break it
things.
down, Mike Fish.
So ESPN Plus is I can't remember how much it is now, but that's just like kind of bonus content. It's kind of like USA and NBC has Peacock, ESPN has ESPN Plus. But
Sure.
ESPN Unlimited gets you access to everything that ESPN Plus does, plus you can watch everything that's on ESPN, ESPN2 and all that, plus even extra. It's ridiculous. But long story short, if you wanted to watch WrestleMania, either you had to be fortunate enough to where your cable provider had a deal with ESPN where you got it for quote unquote free, but if you have cable, you're probably spending $120 a month on cable. But if you want it standalone, you had to pay $30.
So that's ridiculous. Last year I watched WrestleMania both nights on Peacock. I
For like
don't think I spent
$7.
$10 for the entire goddamn month.
Yeah, it was like 6.99, I think.
It was ridiculously cheap. Okay, to the point where I was like, I mean, it's only $7. Well, you're $10, whatever. Like it was not what ESPN Plus or Unlimited is. So guess what? Night one of WrestleMania was 3 hours and 55 minutes.
I think I know
Now,
where
when
this is going, but I'm
WrestleMania
gonna let
was
you
just
preach.
one night, that's not a long time, man. That's actually going under. Actually going under for what WrestleMania was the last 10 years before they went streaming. Having said that, if you were watching WrestleMania night one, you only saw 82 minutes of pro wrestling and everything else, maybe a sketch, but the majority was advertisements, which, again, if you're spending 30 extra dollars on top of your subscription to ESPN already, that's fucking ridiculous. That's fucking ridiculous. I had a friend who tried to fucking like Nah, you see, man, businesses are, they're making money, man. Companies, that's their goal. Like, no, man. Hey, don't hold me hostage there for 4 hours and show me less than 90 minutes of what I came to see.
Do you know what makes it even worse?
Tell me.
So not only did you have to spend $30 to watch this commercial laden wrestling show, which
Hmm.
I haven't got the breakdown, but I'm almost certain there was more commercials than there was actual wrestling.
Hmm. I
And
just
then
told you that.
two, when you were watching the wrestling, pretty much every single match was presented by such and such. And then there was one match, I can't remember which match it was. Because I didn't watch it, I just saw clips online where it was like there was a weapons match and someone got put through and I quote, the Slim Jim table. It was a table with a giant Slim Jim logo on it. So even the weapons in the matches were sponsored. Like it gets
Yeah.
to a point.
It's Cody versus Randy, brought to you by Slim Jim. Like you had to hear
There was
that
I don't think it
probably
was
every
this
three
wrestle.
minutes.
There was I can't remember if it was this event because again I didn't watch it, but there was one where like Rey Mysterio was walking to the ring followed by a mascot for a cereal company. It was like, oh, come on, like Jesus,
Wow.
can you just
I
give
mean,
us a
I can see Rey
break?
Mysterio walking through a cereal commercial, but also still shit. Come on, guys. Like, the point is to make money, but you can't ostracize your fans, dude. Um, I under It's Facebook, so take it with a grain of salt. Even the details I just read right now, but like, I understand they didn't sell out.
No, they did not.
Yeah, so like, figure this shit out, guys. Like,
Well, they went because for someone like me who is a big wrestling fan, like WrestleMania was kind of like it's a big event and also it's kind of like an excuse for I'll get a 2 for 1. I get to go to a wrestling show and I get a little mini vacation out of it. It was like a destination vacation. Like I remember
yeah,
going to
right. Which,
Orlando,
which
oh,
you
New
still spend a lot of
Orleans,
money on.
great times. So if you go to Vegas, like, oh, Vegas and a wrestling show, that's fun. But then a year later, you go, oh, we're doing Vegas again. A lot of people are going to go, well, I just went to Vegas last year. I'm not going to do it again. Why would I do
Yeah.
it again? And then the prices, even the day of WrestleMania,
Hmm.
if you went through the official avenues to buy a ticket, meanwhile, there were, for night one, there was roughly 17,000 tickets still available.
Wow.
Right? Granted, they sold 50 to 51,000 tickets, which is still very impressive. But for that stadium, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, there was like 16, 17,000 tickets still available. And the cheapest ticket the day of was $140.
What?
Like it just didn't make any like because they're making shit on it, but still it's like it just doesn't make sense to me. Like there's well,
It,
I went to business school. I didn't go to business school. I went to did business anyway, and there was a big thing, a big common phrase that everyone is familiar. I'm sure is it's supply and demand. That's the
Mhm.
key for business. If your demand is higher than the supply, that means you get to jack up the prices because there's more people want the things you have than the things that you have. So
Yep.
if clearly
That
you have
that checks out.
68,000 tickets and only 50,000 people want them, maybe, just maybe, lower the prices and you might sell some more. I don't know. I'm just crazy. I'm just crazy like that.
I mean, that's a radical idea, Mike Fish. I don't know why you would have come up with something like that. Like, what the hell, dude?
Maybe this is why I'm here and not there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm crazy.
This is the stuff they don't want you to hear, people.
Yeah. I'm the voice of the voiceless. Just shooting off the hip. Pow. But yeah, it was. I just wasn't one because last year Peacock because I have subscription to Peacock because Premier League soccer slash football is on Peacock, so it's kind of like I get my Premier League fix and I get wrestling, awesome. But this was I have no intention to watch anything on ESPN, especially because ESPN lost Formula One. I'm a big Formula One fan. That's now on Apple TV Plus. So literally the only reason I would subscribe to ESPN Unlimited would be for WWE. And no offense, it's not $30 worth. They're not putting on stuff that's worth $30.
I mean, it is what it is. Like, I have Netflix. I've had Netflix, and WWE is all over Netflix, from what I understand. I
Well,
have
for
not tuned into
America's you can watch Raw on Netflix.
Yeah,
That's
all right.
it.
Well, I've not tuned into 1 minute of Raw.
But
Not even just go like, what's it like?
if you lived in Canada, you could watch the whole kit and caboodle on Netflix. Raw, SmackDown, WrestleMania.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah, it's the same thing where like when the whatever the new Star Trek was 5 years ago, you could only see it on Paramount Plus here in the United States. But if you were in England, no, it's just right there it's on Prime or it's on Netflix just for whatever you're already paying. And I was just like, well, that's some bullshit too. It's a whole international rights thing. I understand all of that. However, I'm just like,
That's when I'm not saying
kindly fuck off.
I'm not advocating for this,
Mhm.
but a word on the street is that there are things called VPNs that you
I
can
know, and I
use.
don't know how those are still legal.
Well, it's because they advertise them as like privacy tools.
Yeah, no, I've seen all the ads. I watch all the YouTubes, sir. But I don't get why in this day and age that's still a legal thing to sell. There was a time back in the day where Hewlett Packard were like, buy our new computer. You can download music off the internet, brah. You can't do that no more, dude. Like it again, it became a thing. But like there was a time where computer companies were just like, yeah, man, you can download all that illegal shit on our product.
Well, it's kind of like how, like, I'm sure you've seen these commercials where basically they'll like say, "Hey, look at our product. These are all the things that you can do with our product." But then they'll like
Hmm.
kind of sneak in the real reason why. Like, about, I can't remember the name of it, but it's like those testosterone builders. Have you ever seen those
Oh,
commercials?
I'm sure I have.
Oh, where
Yeah.
they just really hammer home the whole, oh yeah, I
You got
now I'm
that low
40.
T?
Yeah, now I'm 40. I feel like I'm in my 20s again. I can run, I can play basketball, I can lift weights. And then right in, it's like, also, your wife will appreciate it. Oh, I get it. There we go. That's the real reason you should buy it.
Bro, I had a
Because
fuck.
no one's worried
So
about
I'm in.
their
I'm
gym
I'm closer to
performance.
50 than I am 40 now. So now all my advertisements are like, get that little blue pill or blue chew or whatever. Like get the dick gummy. Make your dick hard. All right. They had a get. So they've been doing the whole thing where I've been getting the ads like any other ad where it's a chick on her phone or it's supposed to be. And she's like, "Hey, I finally spiked my boyfriend's drink with this thing, and he's never fucked me harder than ever." Now we're actually getting like weird hidden camera stuff. Okay, where like two chicks are just in the kitchen. They're in the corner, in between the fucking dishwasher and the sink. All right. Well, aren't those both women, Kush? Ha. Anyway, um, no, they're just chilling in the corner, but they're having a it's like my boyfriend actually has erectile dysfunction and he is premature ejaculation. And it's like this is not a real conversation. Like no one says my boyfriend has premature ejaculation or erectile dysfunction. They say he's got a little dick and he comes quick. Like
That
they
There's a good stand-up comedian that once he said about the whole. He doesn't like how that kind of thing is put together in terms of where they say, "Oh, men, do you suffer from premature ejaculation?" And he was like, "No man has ever suffered from premature ejaculation. She might
I
suffer
understand what
from
he's
the."
saying. She suffers from it, yes. Yeah, I get it.
Also, I don't like the personalized ads, right? That they're just assuming horrible things based on the things I watch on YouTube. Like on YouTube, I watch a lot of wrestling themed videos and lots of video game let's plays. And I don't like the fact that YouTube/Google is going, yeah, this guy can't get it up. Like, what? I'm just watching some
yo
Resident
soy
Evil
comprende.
videos. The fuck?
I relate. I relate. I don't watch anything about premature ejaculation, but they're telling me I'm doing a lot of it, apparently. Which I would also, my internet history would disagree with you, sir.
Although maybe I should be, feel complimented the fact that now it's like wrestling fan, video game nerd. Like at least if I can't get up, at least it's assuming I'm getting laid at some point. So I guess
Yeah,
I
right.
should take it as a compliment in
You
one
should.
way.
Yeah, I'm not getting laid. I haven't had sex since July. Most people will be embarrassed by that, but I'm just like, yeah, that hasn't happened.
No, that just means that when you do ejaculate, you do it well because nobody knows Kush like
Oh my God,
Kush.
I might flood the whole room.
Ah, people. It's like, oh, let's not get too much into that. But
No, yeah,
there's nothing
let's move
against.
away, buddy.
There is nothing purer, no matter whether you're single or taken, shall we say. There is nothing more beautiful than self-appreciation, shall we say that?
Enjoy myself on a daily basis.
Right? Because you know what you like. Daddy knows what daddy likes. Let's say that.
Mhm.
Anyway, let's move on swiftly.
Yes, please.
Because so far, my notes for this show are WrestleMania, dick pills, jacking off.
All right, so it's a normal Wednesday for us. Then.
Yeah. When I wake up with a hangover, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck were we talking about? And I hope these three things were not connected. Maybe. Obafemi looked pretty buff. Look him up, kids, if you don't. Anyway, it's now time to find out what's been going on in this weird and wacky world. And by jingo, this week has been weird and wacky. It's gonna get dark, kids. So buckle up. It's now time for this week's top stories.
It's now time for this week's top stories.
This week's top stories covers near death and actual death. Ooh.
Oh, that's exciting.
I know, right? First one is this crazy story. Who would have thunk a crazy story would come from Russia? Those straight-laced fellas. So a guy, right? This is actually an insane story. So a guy in one of Russia's coldest regions was walking home one night. The story makes sure to mention that, hey, we don't know whether he was drunk or not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna lean towards that he was, but basically walking home, he got tired or whatever, and decided to take a little nap on a street bench. Sounds like a great idea, right? Who hasn't done that? Walking home after a little bit inebriated. Oh, there's a nice little bench. I'm gonna have a little rest before I continue my journey home. Problem was that the temperature at the time was -4 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh dear.
Now,
This doesn't
for
sound like a
those
positive ending.
for those that don't play along at home and fully understand America's wacky temperature scale, water freezes at plus 32 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yep.
That is
I
when
agree.
water freezes.
I concur.
This was -4 degrees Fahrenheit. It's
Yep.
a little nippy. shall we
So
say.
it's a little breezy.
Like you could probably see his nipples through his t-shirt at this point. I'm gonna
Through his 3 t-shirts.
Yes. Hours later, this young man was discovered with no visible signs of life and was considered clinically dead due to severe hypothermia.
That's
T's and P's, RIP. But instead of giving up, doctors began a slow and controlled rewarming process of his body, where over the course of several hours, they like raised his body temperature like
Sure.
tiny little bit. So basically not to shock the system.
Sure.
And after 5 hours and 34 minutes of doing this, the man's vital signs started to come back.
Really?
Yes,
This is some Captain America shit.
right? But just in case, he was left in an induced coma for several days. But then, eventually, after the next day, he regained consciousness, and tests even showed that his kidneys and other vital functions were intact. And they're saying that because it was the cold temperature, basically just it was so cold, he didn't get a chance to damage anything. They just froze everything, basically. It just
All right. Yeah, sure.
So he stayed in hospital for 5 days, receiving medical care, and then after that, he was just discharged, and he fucking walked off in his jolly little way.
How long was he frozen again?
So he was found after quotes several hours of being outside.
Not long.
No,
All
not
right, so
crazy.
he still has an apartment. He's still got a roommate, and probably got a
Oh,
girlfriend.
yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
Why aren't you
What?
responding to my fucking phone calls,
What
asshole?
year is this?
What the fuck do you mean you were just frozen? I don't believe you. Fuck you.
Wouldn't it be crazy? This guy fell asleep on a bench in 1984, and now he's finally been woken up.
That could have happened too, though. Like,
Do you have flying cars yet? No? Oh, fuck.
put him back to sleep. Well,
No, fuck this. But imagine that. Just like dying. And then like a week later, I'm going to go home now. Like, that's
I
nuts.
generally have to wonder if there's any brain damage. Like, like apparently if you die after 6 minutes, like your whole shit is just fucked after. If they can revive you after 6 minutes, probably be better if they just didn't.
Yeah, something to do with like the lack of oxygen to the brain or something I heard.
There you
If I
go.
remember correctly.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, it must be interesting. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm sure he's not like, I'm sure he's now taking extra tea and all that good stuff, to get going again. His dick probably doesn't get as hard as it used to be. That's a cool
Yeah,
fact.
no, he'll definitely have some ED after this.
And he probably won't be able to look at us
I don't get
bench
it
anymore.
This didn't happen before I got frozen to death. What the fuck? Like, I don't understand what's happening here. Like,
I was frozen today.
I get that reference.
It's a great reference.
That's funny. That's funny. No one knows it. That's fun.
Hulk Hogan.
What's next?
By the way, Hulk Hogan was in that movie.
Yeah, I know. I know that.
Right,
No,
this
no,
next
no.
story, I will warn people. If you are a certain type of person, I mean, if you are, I'm sure you're probably not listening or watching this show.
Everyone's a certain type of person.
But if you are, this could get dark.
Okay.
But it highlights, like, the George Carlin quote. You know how dumb the average person is.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah,
50% of people are dumber than that guy. You know what I mean? Like, this is how stupid people are, right? So there was a young man in India. Now, the story does mention his kid's name, but I don't know why. I just don't feel. I don't know that we have a huge audience or anything. For some reason, I just don't feel comfortable saying this kid's name because, unfortunately, he is no longer with us. Spoiler alert.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. If you're not comfortable, don't say it then.
But he was a 13-year-old boy, and he was bitten by a snake.
Okay.
And this kid was had his wits about him enough to where he went home and told his parents, "Hey, FYI, I got bit by a snake," right? Now, rather than taking this boy to a regular old doctor, they decided to take him to a witch doctor.
Oh, fucking hell.
To which the witch doctor suggested that they should tie this boy to bamboo poles.
Sure. Of course they did.
And keep his body fully submerged in the Ganges River.
Just his head too, or just his body?
Fully submerged. His whole body fully submerged, with the whole idea being that the holy water of the Ganges River would be able to cure him. Shockingly, this actually ended up this ended up killing this poor 13-year-old boy.
Fucking hell.
Now,
so, yeah.
It gets dumber than that, Kush.
It gets dumber than that.
It gets dumber than this.
Oh, God.
Because after 12 hours of this poor boy being underwater, and I'm going to assume he was probably dead for about 11 hours and 56 minutes of this 12 hours.
Probably.
His parents were like,
Oh boy.
maybe we should actually take this kid to a hospital now. Shockingly, again, the doctors were like, "Oh, it's fucking too late now. What the fuck do you want us to do?"
Yeah, what the fuck do you want us to do?
Maybe we should take him to Russia. They got some really sick technology. They just brought a guy back from he was frozen to death. Anyway, that's never mind. So the doctors were like, "I'm sorry, but your boy is dead." To which the parents were like, "Back to the Ganges River." And they put his dead body back in the Ganges River, believing that the holy properties of the Ganges River would bring him back to life, ignoring the fact that the fucking Ganges River was the thing that fucking killed him in the first place.
India. 1 billion people. 1 billion people in India alone. 23 recognized languages, like 18 recognized religions. You be in modern day metropolis, or you're stuck in the 18th century. Like there's just that's just how it goes. Like I'm out of words here, man. Like this is wild that this happened.
It's just
The fact that they also had access to a hospital and chose that secondary to the witch doctor. I'm just like, God damn it. Just makes me lose a little hope in humanity.
The fact that after they dredged his dead body up from the river, they then thought, let's put him back in again. That'll hit him. Like, Jesus.
Again, the 18th century. Like they I'm surprised they didn't set him on fire. Like that'll wake him up.
I mean, it's worse than that, because if you're talking about like ye olde medical, leeches would have been better.
Leeches would have probably been better.
I mean, it might not have helped him, but it wouldn't have fucking killed him.
At least they know he's not a witch.
Yeah, that's true. Always look on the bright side.
Congratulations, your son's not a witch.
He is dead, but he's not a witch. Congratulations.
Fucking stupid.
Jesus,
that's terrible. I hate
it. It's a horrible story.
I hope the feel good story of the week tonight is the greatest story in the world, man. Because that's way more disappointing than WrestleMania.
By the way, the feel good story is a pretty good one.
Okay, good. I'm looking forward
Right.
to that, please.
Last top story, a little bit of lighter affair.
Oh,
A
good.
little bit of lighter affair. Let's bring you all back in for that one. Have you
Please.
ever heard of the Island of Malta?
Yes, I know of it. I
Okay.
couldn't point on a map where it is, though.
It's somewhere in the Mediterranean Sea,
Somewhere right there.
somewhere around there. But if you are a resident of Malta and watching or listening to this show, I've got some good news for you. Because Malta is a small island, but it's a very congested island. Per capita and all that bullshit, the traffic and pollution is very bad. No bueno. No es bueno. So the government of Malta are offering residents 25,000 euros,
Okay, that's a big chunk of change,
a
actually.
nice chunk of change, to voluntarily give up their driver's license for 5 years as part of a plan to reduce traffic congestion and pollution.
Yeah, I'm in.
Right?
Can I apply?
So, unfortunately not. So the driving license
No.
surrender scheme targets younger drivers. I don't know why there's an age restriction on this. This doesn't make any sense. Surely if you
What
want,
is the age restriction?
well, you have to be 30 years or under, which I don't get, because if you're
interesting.
trying to get people off the road to
Oh,
for
I get
traffic
it.
and pollution, who gives a fuck how old they are? As long as they
So
give up
if
their
you're
fucking
over
car.
30, you're just going to work and groceries and maybe laundry and back home. Like when you're over 30, it's very A to B. But I don't know
guess.
what the youngest age for Malta is, but if it's like the United States and it's 16, you're driving everywhere that you want to, man. Like it's that freedom from the 1990s that American kids today do not want, apparently, which is also crazy to me.
Makes
So
sense.
I get the age restriction. If you're over 30, you're just going to work and home because your life is just that stressed and miserable. And it's like, oh, I hate everything. No, I don't want to go out now. Is it 9 p.m. yet? I want to go to bed.
So you have to be 30 year old or young, 30 years old or younger. Actually be a resident of Malta and have driver license for at least a year.
Okay.
Payments are made in annual installments of 5,000 euros, but
Sure.
participants must repay a portion if they decide to drive again. So basically, if you get paid 5 grand and then you start driving again after 6 months, you owe the government 2,500.
Okay, so if I get hired, so I have to surrender my driver's license physically, because
Yes.
again, I don't have a car. I have a driver's license. My record's pretty good. I use it for when I'm on a production job and they give me a car and they're like, go pick up X, Y, and Z from the hotel. I'm like, yeah, no problem. Um,
Do you make that noise when you drive? I hope you do.
Sometimes, yeah. Actually, sometimes. When I take them home back to the hotel at the end of the night after the game, I go, this concludes our broadcast day. Those
Hey,
traveling tomorrow, be safe. I say that every time. That's no hyperbole.
that's very nice.
Yeah, I try to be nice, man. I want them to remember to come back to San Francisco. Anyways,
Oh.
so if you do drive, you get taxed $2,500 for just driving once.
Yeah, so no, it's prorated. So I just did that as simple math.
Okay.
So
okay,
if
gotcha.
you get paid 12 months at a time, but then say after 2 months you decide, fuck this, I miss my car, you owe them 10 months worth of money back. You don't get to keep the money.
Oh, damn, 10 months. That's not okay. And this has to be your car, or can you drive someone else's car?
Nope,
Like,
nope. I think it's just if you are driving with
if
your
you're
license.
driving, period. How would they know?
I don't know.
Okay, honest answer.
But yeah, so the initiative aims to encourage a shift towards public transportation and reduce reliance on cars in one of Europe's most densely populated countries for vehicles. But for reference, this shouldn't be a hard sell. So for reference, obviously you're not going to be making this journey every single day, but from one point to the last, so the furthest distance that you know from point A to point B in Malta, you could walk across the entire island in 7 hours.
Nice.
So the fact that do you want to give up your car for 25 G's? Fuck yeah, I do. Hell fucking yeah.
And by the way, there's gonna be people working the system. They always do. So there's gonna be folks that go like, yeah, here's my license, but then they're gonna get a side license with a different name, maybe not even their picture, and they're just gonna keep driving.
Do you know what I think more places should do? They should do, I don't know if they still do it, but I don't know if it's in all of Mexico or if just Mexico City. But again, to try to get people off the roads, they subsidize like Ubers and things like that. So to encourage more people to use it. Like when I went to Mexico City last, my Uber from the airport to my Airbnb, which was roughly, I think it was like a 45 minute to a 50-minute drive from the airport to my Airbnb. Cost me like $15.
Oh, nice.
It's like, what the fuck? This is great.
When you got to the airport in Mexico City, were you bombarded with a bunch of people trying to sign you up for travel or like tourist deals, but then also offering you a free shot of tequila, and then they'd see you with your wife, and they're like, "Oh, married?" By the way, you are married in this story already, but if you weren't, they'd be like, "Oh, just practicing for the honeymoon." That was always the backup line. I was like, hey, I know I came here to fuck my girlfriend. You don't need to be a part of that. You can verbally. Like,
now you're making it weird. Now you're making it weird.
Now you're making it weird, but I'll take a fucking shot of tequila. Thank you. Thanks.
Hey, senor, do you suffer from low T? I'll go away.
That was a great joke, my fish.
Thank you. So there you go. So congratulations to the Maltese population. You could be now 25,000 euros richer if you decide to walk or take the bus for the next 5 years. A lot of people in that little segment didn't achieve much, but someone in the United Kingdom certainly did, and they achieved something so incredibly rare that an Irish brewery gave them a little certificate to prove it. It's now time for this week's Dumb World Record of the Week.
Why?
Why? Why would I? Why? Why?
Why? Why?
Why? Why? Why would you want to do that?
Why indeed? Did you know? Have you seen Avengers Doomsday is in full production now? The latest big movie.
It's been brought to my attention. Yes, sir.
Are you excited? I'm excited. I hate the I hate the amount I'm excited. Like, I wish I wasn't excited, but I'm gonna watch it.
I hope it's a good movie, but no, I'm not excited because, quite frankly, the entire phase of the Marvel Cinematic Universe since Endgame, and yes, we had a pandemic and a bunch of dumb shit. They haven't been producing anything really good.
Proof in the pudding.
A couple of things that were like, yeah, that was okay. Yeah, I like that, but nothing that was like, oh man, like I didn't even like Endgame or I didn't. Yeah, Infinity War I enjoyed much better than Endgame.
Really?
Oh my god, I saw Infinity War 7 times in the theater.
But the ending,
once, and then I just went yeah, all right. I was glad to be a part of that. That was nice. Hey guys, high five.
What was that movie they did later with what's her name? It was like the Russian Avengers.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. It's
gonna annoy me now.
Me too, because I was
something the New Avengers they were called.
Yeah,
and it stars such and such.
I generally know what you're talking about.
Okay, so it's the guy, the guy from Stranger Things, the cop.
Yeah, he was there.
The red something.
The Crimson Avenger. Yeah,
Crimson guy, and then what is? Oh my god, Russian Captain America.
Thunderbolts.
The Thunderbolts. Yeah.
I wasn't teasing you. It literally just popped into my head. The title of that. Yes, I liked the Thunderbolts, but it was still inferior to Infinity War. It was fine.
And I think we've already mentioned on this show that my biggest crush in life right now is like if I could get a hall pass, it would be Florence Pugh.
Dude,
but on the proviso,
Oppenheimer yet?
On the proviso though, that Florence Pugh has to do that Russian accent.
Okay. Have you still not seen Oppenheimer yet?
No.
She gets so fucking naked
and would it ruin it for me?
No, man. I'm encouraging you.
Like you know the whole like it's the mystery.
If she's so fucking naked in Oppenheimer. Like she ain't in the entire goddamn movie, but the 8 minutes she's there, you're like, Florence Pugh's so fucking naked right now. Wow. Like everything. Like Margot Robbie, Wolf of Wall Street naked. You're like, wow, that bitch is.
I can see her breasticles right now.
You can see more than that, my friend.
What? You can see her knees? That's crazy.
Her knees too. Oh boy, do you see her knees?
Whoa, look at those kneecaps. Anyway, the reason I bring this up is because this dumb world record is pretty dumb, and I wanted a pad for time. Tom Radford from the United Kingdom has earned the Guinness World Record for the most Marvel character tattoos on his body.
Oh, that's so embarrassing.
Ay.
How many again?
He has 63 Marvel tattoos on his body.
That's 62 more than he needs. Maybe 64 more than he needs.
I'm always a big fan of a good themed sleeve.
A sleeve? Okay.
So I'm thinking, judging by my sleeve, I'm thinking like 10 to 12 is a good number.
Okay.
Like I always think a good sleeve can make anything make sense. Like if I saw someone with like a tattoo of a Disney princess, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? But
also, why are you
sleeve,
not on the list?
Well, no, it might be a woman. Yeah,
Well, she should also probably be on the list.
But like a full sleeve of Disney princesses, that actually probably look badass.
Probably with the right artist, yes.
Exactly. So anyway, 63. Probably I would say about 50 too many.
Like what? So this is the only tattoo I got. I don't even know if you can see it.
I can. For those listening at home,
Superman 75. It needs to be retouched. I'm probably not gonna do that because it hurt that fucking much.
Oh, stop!
This. No, it really. I did not enjoy my time in the chair.
No, it's as they say, no pain, no gain. My colored.
I don't want any gain then. No gain for me then. Thank you.
My colored arm needs to be retouched. Like my Dr. Pepper tattoo is faded as fuck.
I bet it is.
But then it's like, if I get that touched up, now it's going to stand out too much. I'm going to have to get my whole arm retouched. That's a whole lot of money and a whole lot of work.
It's a whole process. It's a lot of money. That shit ain't cheap. Especially in 2026.
Right?
I got this fucking thing in like 1998. My tattoo is now legally allowed to rent a car.
That's a very specific reference.
You have to be 26 years old to be able to rent a car in California.
What? Why?
Insurance reasons.
That's weird.
No, it's not actually. You're getting teenagers, reckless, stupid.
Yeah, so at 21 you can gamble. At 21 you can drink. But you have to wait 5 years to be able to rent a car. So you can own a car at 21.
It's an insurance thing. But yeah.
Fascinating. I mean, to be fair, I don't know. That could be like, how old do you need to be to rent a car in New Jersey?
fair question.
Oh, 21 years old. Nope, California's stupid. Anyway.
I'm not disagreeing.
So according to this, his collection includes heroes and villains. Yes, it's padding the article. Some tattoos featuring real autographs from actors such as Josh Brolin.
Okay, that's cool.
Pretty cool. Yeah, I don't mind that.
I got
like a good Thanos.
Elvira's autograph tattooed on his chest, and I'm like, Bobby, you the man. Elvira literally sharpied his chest, and then he went straight to the tattoo parlor and was like, draw that.
I like that.
And they did. So he's officially tattooed with Elvira for life.
I would like it if they all matched up, like if he had like a Thanos tattoo with Josh Brolin's.
He's got a couple of tattoos that I think you would love. He's got a Mr. T tattoo on the back of his hand. I think he's got the love-hate gimmick on his knuckles. Like he's a silly boy. He's a silly boy, but he's one of my best friends, and more power to him.
Now, this next little fact shows how either how long ago he got these tattoos or how dirt cheap tattoos are. And I haven't seen a picture, so if they are that cheap, maybe they're shitty. But it says here that he's spent 350 hours, I believe that.
Okay.
But over $13,000 on his tattoos.
Just the facts, ma'am.
So if you divide
50 hours, I believe that too.
But $13,000 divided by 63 tattoos is about, on average, $200 per tattoo.
Yeah.
In New York,
right. Yeah,
$200 would probably get you an eyeball of Thanos.
Okay. Yeah, I can dig it. My Superman tattoo here cost me a little over $100 plus a tip. But again, that was 1998.
Yeah,
same. It's not the greatest tattoo. Like for at the time, it was fantastic, but it's been weathered.
Hey, it's got a character, as they say.
Yeah.
He surpassed the previous record holders, who jointly had 34 Marvel tattoos each. So he really went for it. Fucking went bananas.
Okay.
So I guess congratulations to Tom Radford for having the most Marvel characters tattooed on your body. Good for you, pal.
I want to call you a name, but it rhymes with rag, so I won't.
I mean, I don't know if he does drag or not, but we'll never know. Anyway, shall we turn our attention to 5 people that are celebrating their birthday today?
I love celebrating a good birthday, McFish.
Well,
I love 5 of them. Let's do this.
Let's do this. So whilst this next jingle plays, let's refill our drinks because it's now time for this week's Celebrity Birthday Blackjack.
Place your bets. It's now time for Birthday Blackjack.
I also like to live dangerously.
Yes, it's now time for the April 22nd edition of Celebrity Birthday Blackjack. If you've never played before, here's how this game works. I'm going to now list off 5 celebrities that are celebrating their birthday today on Wednesday, April 22nd. And Christopher and your good selves playing along at home have to guess how... Guess? I don't know why I became Dutch all of a sudden. Oh, you have to guess how old they are. I love gold.
I've done that a couple times tonight, too. Don't worry.
Basically, so how your score works is your margin of error. If the celebrity is 21 and you guess 24, you're 3 years out, so you score 3 for that celebrity. With the aim of the game is to keep your overall score 21 or below, hence why we called it Celebrity Birthday Blackjack. If you are able to guess the celebrity's age spot on, perfect, you do get to deduct 5 from your score. So accuracy is key. 2026 so far, Kush. If I have it correct, I believe you are 2-6.
Not a good record. Not a good
great.
record. But,
No,
but you know, it's only April. It's only April. We got
The only way is up, baby.
By the way, not to differ from what segment we're going to, the new Street Fighter trailer. What do you think?
Looks interesting.
I'm surprised to say I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, I'll definitely watch it. 100%.
I mean, I would watch it too, but I'm actually like, that could be fun. That could be fun. Anyway, let's get into the show.
Let's go find out who is behind Celebrity Door number one.
Number one.
Star of The Walking Dead and every frustrated housewife's wet dream, Mr. Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
I'm very aroused.
Oh, you
Harold.
mean Jeffrey Lean Morgan?
Yeah.
Because he always walks like this?
Look at me. Still got a great head of hair, and look at this 5 o'clock. I got this stubble.
He's got that classic square chin.
So hot right now.
I want to say he's closer to 60 than 50, so I'm gonna just go 55.
So wait, so your guess is that he's closer to 60 than he is 50, so your guess is right in the middle.
Down the middle. Right down the middle, yes.
Oh boy.
He
He
motherfucker
is...
is 70, I'm gonna be I will suck his dick. Like, what the...
Well, you won't have to suck his dick, but I feel you're gonna kick yourself because he is 60 years old today.
What?
Ah.
I ain't mad at that. So we're at 5.
When you said...
Damn, I must have
I'm
to suck a
assuming
dick
he's...
tonight.
When you said I thought he was closer to 60 than 50, I was like, oh shit, is he gonna start off with a bang right now? But then
that's why
hedged your bet.
I just said he was 60 if I thought that. Like, damn. I knew he was up there, but okay, well, handsome 60. And thank God I don't have to suck a dick tonight.
Mazel tov.
Mazel tov.
Number two.
Celebrity number 2, improv comedy legend, star of Whose Line Is It Anyway, and I believe 2.5 Men he was in as well. Mr. Ryan Stiles. How old is Ryan Stiles?
So, yeah, I know Ryan Stiles. Was he in 2.5 Men?
He was Alan's ex-wife's new husband or boyfriend or something like that.
Just yes is fine, because I've seen enough of that show to know what it is, but I did not watch that show.
I think he was in it when Ashton Kutcher was in it. I think.
No, that would
make
make even more sense, but also still, like, I've seen more Whose Line episodes than I have seen 2.5 Men. And
I binged the shit out of 2.5 Men. That was my jam back in the day.
Yeah. Okay. People that like it love it. I'm not gonna hold you against it. Anyways, Ryan Stiles. That guy's got to be like 63.
63?
Mm-hmm. He's definitely up there.
Wait for everyone at home to lock
He's
in their
been doing
guesses.
Whose Line since Comedy Central's or BBC in the 90s.
It's been a while. It's been a minute.
Long while.
Well,
63.
Ryan Stiles is 67 years old today. So that's 4 out.
Well,
Takes
we're up
you
to
up
9.
to a respectable 9 after 2.
A respectful 9. Thank you for adding that. Respectful
Welcome.
9.
Number three.
This man still confuses me to this very day as to exactly why he's famous. I believe he dabbles in music and some movies, and I believe he has a vial of blood from his former wife / girlfriend. I don't know. Yeah. Machine Gun Kelly. How old is Machine Gun Kelly?
Okay, so that fucker is very middle-aged. Also, he's doing the Billy Bob. I thought you were gonna say Billy Bob Thornton, and then I was like, why is he still walking around? Anyway.
Although I will say, jokes aside, Machine Gun Kelly, I do remember him being pretty good in that Motley Crue movie.
Yeah, right.
He
was fun in that.
I'll give him credit.
His acting is limited, but when you fucking put him with the right person, it's not bad. It's not bad. However, he hasn't done shit since the Motley Crue movie for some reason. Anyways, and that might be his choice. Much like a Stone Cold Steve Austin is like, I didn't like the process. Anyways, Machine Gun Kelly is 49.
You are aware who Machine Gun Kelly is, right?
Yeah. I don't know him off the back of my hand or anything, but I'm aware of the gentleman. He's married to the chick from Transformers now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I don't know why I should know that, but I do.
49.
49. That's my
49.
answer.
Okay. All right. Machine Gun Kelly, happy birthday to you. He is 36 years old today.
Get the fuck out of here. I feel like I've been hearing about him forever. Holy shit.
So that is 13 years out. That takes you up to a less respectable 22.
Well, you know, I mean, I'm on a good streak as it is. Like, how old is, what's her name from Transformers now?
Megan Fox? Is it Megan Fox?
Yes, Megan Fox.
Megan Fox is 39 years old.
Oh, really? Well, good for her, too.
She was in Expendables 4? Huh.
She was. And was
Who'd have thunk?
And we did a review on it. It was stupid.
Yeah, because I remember because it was Expend 4 Balls.
Yeah, it wasn't her fault. Like she was not the problem.
Oh god, she's in Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
I didn't see it, but I yeah, sure.
I remember Five Nights at Freddy's 1 being.
We did a
so
review
bad.
on that. That was awful.
Yeah.
That's why we did not do a review on Five Nights at Freddy's 2, which could have just been Six Nights at Freddy's.
Anyway.
Numbers.
Anyway, let's
all right, so 22.
find out. 22. So you need to get one of these last two spot on. No pressure, but there's a little bit of pressure.
Oh,
Number 4.
All right, hold on.
Star of an incredible amount of cult movies back in the day, and owner of one of the most iconic voices, Mr. John Waters. How old is John Waters?
He's. I know he's up there. I know he's definitely a senior citizen right now.
And he's one of the very few people that can pull off the pencil mustache and not look like a fucking pedophile.
Kind of jealous of that too. FYI.
Right?
Like, I don't want a pencil mustache, but if I had to wear one, I could pull that shit off. He does. And yes, doesn't look like a pedophile. I want to say he's 68 or he's 72. I'm gonna go with 72. Oh god, that was not the answer I wanted to give, but we said it, 72.
Well, I guess you was closer than the other guess. Mr. John Waters is celebrating his big 80th birthday today.
That's the game, babe. All right.
Takes your score up to 30.
All right. Well, this next one's just for funsies.
This one is for funsies. And celebrity number 5 is...
Number 5.
Here's Johnny.
If you can't handle the truth, this man will let you know. It's Mr. Jack Nicholson.
God damn. That guy's like 127 years old.
And he wants his face on a $1 bill.
I understood that reference. Yeah, Nicholson. Just that dude's in such bad shape. I kind of hate that he's even a subject right now. He's gonna be a headline like Gene Hackman in like 6 years.
Do you know who else's birthday it was? Today's is Amber Heard's. birthday.
I know that name.
Well, that was Johnny Depp's ex.
Oh yeah, that's
in the whole fucking thing.
Sure.
And
Yeah,
I was trying to write something funny to introduce her, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna leave this alone. Let's just include someone else.
The chick who dropped a deuce in the bed would have been funnier than this, but that's okay. That's okay. We're talking about old Jack here. Jack is 88. We've already lost, so I don't feel like we can lose any harder. So 88 is Jack Nicholson. That's my guess.
It's the best guess so far. He is 89 years old today. Do you know what? For some reason, I don't. In my brain can't compute that Jack Nicholson is 9 years older than John Waters. Like, for some reason, in my brain, John Waters has been 80 years old for like the last 40 years.
Okay, yeah, that also makes sense to me. Yeah, I totally understand what you're saying here. Yeah, Jack Nicholson has been like 54 for the last 30 years also. But yeah, that guy, people talk, and for some reason they talk in California. So for whatever reason, I'm like, he's not going to the Laker games anymore. He's having a thing. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know I needed to know that, but okay, thank you. Like, thank you, lady at the bus station, at the bus stop.
Have we not got this? Have we not got this long? Gone this long before? Because this, I feel this is a new part of the jingle. Oh, it went back to an normal bit. Oh, that was fun. That was fun. Anyway, so unfortunately, that takes your record to 2-7, and it is an unfortunate job to let you know that you, sir, are a loser.
You lose.
Quite frankly, the older I get, the harder that this gets. I can't racially profile correctly anymore. I used to be able to tell someone that was Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese, and Laotian. Like, I could point them all out, and now I'm just like, eh. Like,
Now
I grew up with all those four too, by the way. And I'm just like, nah, just like,
no. See, now we all get into that point of lives where we just divide people into two groups. You're either okay or young. Ugh, look at these young people. Ugh, fucking hate all these young people.
Fucking young people. Ugh. Yeah. They're kind of disappointing.
Fucking dipshits.
I've been surrounded by young people for a while now, but now the young people are just disappointing. The new batch of young people, and we're making them every day apparently.
Not me.
Well, no,
pull and pray, baby. Pull and pray. Anyway, on that note,
powerful.
It's now time to hand over the full reins of the show to Mr. Kush Hayes as he reviews a movie in a segment where we like to call Kush's Movie a Review.
All right then.
Kush's Movie Review.
I'm just gonna go watch a movie.
This week's Kush's Movie Review is Lee Cronin's The Mummy. It's a story in which Lee recounts growing up with a friend named Stacy, and her mother, apparently, according to him, had it going on.
What you got going on?
Stacy's mum got it going on. There you go.
I wish we knew what Stacy's mom's name was.
Right?
That bitch has got it going on.
Like the fact that he was so obsessed with her, he didn't even learn her fucking name.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, judging by the poster of this movie, I'm guessing I'm way off base.
You're super duper way off base. So, this is. Hold up there. God damn it. Wild. I normally write my notes down, but because I literally came from the theater after watching this to do this recording, I didn't write my notes down. So I'm looking at the IMDb
Oh,
right now. So I don't know if you heard it. Zoom and the old microphone here are pretty good at filtering that out. But we are talking about Lee Cronin's The Mummy as not to confuse you with the regular Mummy, with Boris Karloff's The Mummy, with Brendan Fraser's The Mummy.
classic.
We are also getting a fourth Brendan Fraser movie, if not this calendar year of 2026, I believe in 2027. It's in production. That shit has been announced. It's happening. The
Brendan
man had to win
Fraser's
an
so
Academy
hot right now.
Award to be re-invited back to the franchise. We ain't talking about Tom Cruise's The Mummy Part 2. This is Lee Cronin's The Mummy. It is a hard R. Okay, what I mean by that is it is mean and gross and viscous and gory
Ooh.
and just bloody.
Ugh.
But it's all paced out, but when it happens, you're just like, God damn, did I really need to see that? The answer is no, you didn't, but they showed you anyways. Um, so that's why it's called Lee Cronin's The Mummy. So it's not to confuse you with the other Mummy franchise. That
Right.
isn't the Tom Cruise Mummy.
Yeah, don't get upset.
Having
Tom
said
Cruise.
that, I think it's still confusing people. We'll get into that in a little bit. As I mentioned, it's a hard R. 2 hours and 14 minutes. I think we could have shaved it down to 2 hours. One person even on Facebook suggested maybe 90 minutes, and I don't know if I disagree with that. This could have been a little shorter. It's not getting a lot of good reviews right now. Again, normally I see this thing on a Thursday. It felt like homework. I literally dragged my feet to see this thing. Um, Having said that, I enjoyed it. We'll get into that in a little bit too. Um, Hard R, 2 hours, 14 minutes. It is directed by, guess what? Lee Cronin.
Shut the front door.
Yeah, man. It's the craziest fucking thing. He also writes it as well. So it stars Jack Rayner. I don't know him. Laia Costa. I don't know him. Mary Callum Webb, I don't know her. Natalie Grace, I don't know her. Is this a chick from like Hereditary? Let me do a double quick. She is not. That's okay. Um, Mary so and so, and Natalie Grace, Shiloh Molina, Billy Roy. Like we don't need to go further. All right, it's fine. Um, Married couple, proud parents of two, got a third on the way. They live in Cairo. The wife is a nurse, so she's gainfully employed. The husband is a television correspondent in Cairo. He's a Caucasian, so this whole thing doesn't make any sense. Um, but guess what? I bet Cairo has some Caucasians that correspond. Not important. Um, While he's getting the greatest news that like, hey man, New York wants you now. Now you can get out of Cairo and go to New York. This is the greatest day that has ever happened. However, his daughter apparently has a friend that kind of talks to her through the fence in their backyard, and that fence gets penetrated. And well, quite frankly, this young lady gets abducted.
No.
It's actually a pretty good chase scene. It all blends out, but it ends up this dad is chasing after his daughter in the streets of Cairo, and then, well, God damn it, Mike Fish, a goddamn sandstorm comes. So he just misses them by that just much.
Every time.
New York doesn't happen. They're talking to the cops. the Cairo PD.
That'd be a good TV
I
show.
made
I'd
that
watch.
up. I don't even know if that's what they call them, but Cairo PD. They're like, they might have murdered her and blah blah blah. Like,
She might be. Do we have to look for her? She's probably dead.
she's probably dead. She's probably dead already, and they probably did it.
Yeah.
And he's visibly upset, as he should be. Anyways, 8 years later,
What?
they have the new baby. That baby is now 8 years old. They're now back in New Mexico, Albuquerque, New Mexico, home of the Albuquerque Isotopes. And he's now just a TV producer. He didn't get the job he wanted, but he's still in broadcasting, and he's stuck in a studio, trying to make things work. His son, not his oldest son, his only son, he's 8 years older too now. So, anyway, one day they get a phone call while on a family trip out in the desert of New Mexico, as opposed to Cairo. A lot of dust in this movie. Anyways, they found Katie. Apparently, she was in a sarcophagus that was 3,000 years old, and for whatever reason, I don't know why they were transporting her. Save your questions, Mike Fish.
Okay.
I saw you raise that hand. We will take questions at the end, sir.
Appreciate that.
Plane goes down, and that's how they find Katie. And they're like, all right, so we found your daughter, but she's all fucked up. This woman, the girl that is now a 16-year-old woman. Anyway, her face is disfigured.
Oh.
She's all just she's basically crippled. Okay, fingernails are fucking 8 years long. Toenails are 8 years long. Like her skin is not even gray. It's like charcoal gray, heather gray. Like super. Like she doesn't have the pigment that she had. It's a little white girl, but now she's just like. And they're like, yeah, your daughter's been through some shit. So I don't know why they don't say like, hey, we need to put her in a care facility.
She may need
and
therapy.
remedy her. Like they go like, no, you should take her straight home. We should ship her from Cairo because they still found her in Cairo. We should ship her from Cairo all the way to you in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And they're like, yeah, let's do that shit. I mean, it has been 8 years, so sooner the better. I kind of get why people have problems with this movie because, like, when they bring her home to the house in New Mexico, she's in a wheelchair, and instead of just putting her in the goddamn room on the front floor, I guess maybe there's no bathroom on the front floor. She's also a 16-year-old girl, and dad's pretty strong, so I don't know why he just didn't scoop her up and walk her up the goddamn stairs. They drag her wheelchair up step by step, and even I'm just like, this is just stupid. What's wrong with you fucking assholes? Like, when they finally get her up to the second floor, dad then does cradle her and puts her in bed. And it's like, hey man, like, you could have just saved a lot of time and energy if you just fucking did that. Anyways, son's a little creeped out by her, rightfully. New daughter. By the way, again, there's an 8-year-old girl here who's only heard about this other chick. Never met her. Didn't she was just in the womb when all this shit went down. So she's just like, oh. So what do you think about Taylor Swift? Like that whole thing is a thing. Grandma is there. Abuela is there, and she is doing a lot of Catholic praying, which seems to upset everything that has been happening here. A lot of dumb shit happened in this movie because it's a horror movie. Solely because it's a horror movie, okay? Mom and dad are at tensions. little brother doesn't know what to make of it. Little sister is quite confused. Other shit happens, etc., etc., etc. Um, I get why the negative reviews have been comparing this to not only Lee Cronin's Evil Dead, which was his previous movie. By the way, I liked Evil Dead. Lee Cronin's Evil Dead. It wasn't great. It wasn't Army of Darkness by any means, but it did its thing. I mean, I think I gave it a mediocre review at best. Um, I also get why they're comparing it to The Exorcist. I just get it. I get it. But it's neither of those movies, but at the same time, I get it. So, anyways, this movie is gory and it is mean and it is just offensive and ugly and disgusting. And up until it has three endings for some reason.
Oh,
once we got to the climax, I was like, yeah, this was a good movie. And then there's another scene, and you're like, oh, I mean, okay, I guess. And then it goes to another scene. I was like, well, that's also stupid. Like, you had a setup for a sequel, and I mean, all right, Lee Cronin, if you don't want a sequel, like, shit, I don't want you to have a sequel. Good for you, buddy. So, anyway, I'm giving Lee Cronin's The Mummy a low 4 out of 5, but it's still a 4 out of 5. Like, I enjoyed how this movie looked. I enjoyed the direction of it. I enjoyed the pace of it. Again, could be shorter. I think it could be 15 minutes shorter, but an argument can be made to make it 90 minutes as well. So, as we usually have on these movie reviews, there was a situation.
Oh God, here we go.
I'm happy to say I stepped way out of the circle on this one.
Oh,
movie started, and the lights went down. The trailers happened for 20 minutes, a very generous 20 minutes, as opposed to 25 or 30 minutes of ads and commercials. But guess what? People are still walking in late, and they're trying to find their seat, and they don't know where their seat is. So these two dudes walk in, and I'm just like, oh, these motherfuckers. And one of them's kind of making some noise. And then,
did you intentionally call them motherfuckers because of the movie?
You know what? I kept my
fuckers.
whole mouth shut. I kept my whole mouth shut. And I'm going to explain why in a second here. Within the first minute, one of those two dudes, and I was like, what the fuck was that? Like, oh, we're all in the handicap section. And I was like, oh, this gentleman is special needs all the way. I don't know how this is going to work out, but
now I'm glad
this is not the time to speak out, Kush. Just this is where we get to tolerance as opposed to acceptance. All right, this is just like this is going to be a thing. But guess what? I think these two dudes thought they were seeing Brendan Fraser Mummy, not Lee Cronin's The Mummy, because every time some horrific shit happened. And there was a lot of horrific, upsetting, and disturbing shit happen. This guy going, and I was like, yeah.
He was not enjoying it.
He wasn't having a good time. They had to walk out 3 times. I think once they just went to the bathroom.
I was gonna say,
but
once you walked out once, you're like, you know what, let's give it a second try.
Again, I don't know if this was this dude's brother, his caretaker, or his dad, but I think they thought they were in a different movie. But yeah, the shit only got worse, dude. This movie is like incredibly gory and upsetting to watch. So I don't know why. I generally don't know how this young man made it as long as he did. But like the third time they walked out, they did not come back, and there was still like 20 minutes left of movie. Nothing against that dude. I don't think he knew he was getting himself into. However, the guy that should have known everything about this. Go fuck yourself. Guess what? Again, Kush Hayes, who is happy to call someone a cunt
Yep.
to their face in the theater. I just kept my mouth shut. But this asshole is like, shh. And I was like, are you shushing the mental needs kid over here that you brought? Like, you knew he was going to make these noises, man. You knew this was going to be his response. Go fuck yourself. Like, I wanted to cuss
Come on,
that
if
dude
you're not
out.
going to take this seriously, Dave. No, fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah, like this is a super unique situation that I bring up during the review, man. Like again, it's usually a cell phone is on, some asshole is talking, some dude is talking to a friend. Oh, I'm just making noise myself. Like, no, this was like, what were you thinking bringing this guy with you? Like,
Well, it's not even that. Like, everyone deserves a good movie fun day. But yeah, if you're bringing the guy with special needs, don't get pissed off that he has special needs.
he shushed him a couple times too, and I was just like, what the fuck is your problem, asshole?
Like, surely
Like,
he's
you knew
met
this
him
was gonna be
before.
a thing. You knew this was gonna be a thing. How did I like even if it was just the Brendan Fraser mummy? There's horrific elements of that. You knew this was going to be a thing. Like, oh, by the way, my man with the special needs tried to almost went to the fire exit a few times. We brought that up last week.
Oh,
And guess what? That guy had to chase after him. Like, don't go that direction. Like, it's like, dude, you knew this was going to be a thing. Like, kindly go fuck yourself, man. What were you thinking bringing this gentleman to the theater for this horror movie? This wasn't I know you did the last summer Thor. This was Lee Cronin's The Mummy.
well, I was just, while she was doing your stellar movie review, as always,
Thank you very much.
tip my head off, I was doing a little bit of research. So obviously this person was probably not the only one to misconstrue this movie for something else,
Mm,
because Blumhouse, their
I saw
official
that.
their official Twitter / X account tweeted simply in all caps, Brendan Fraser is not in Lee Cronin's The Mummy.
They did that for a few days, I understand.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
No Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise didn't get, like, Tom Cruise isn't.
Not
No one
even
gets to talk
Tom
about that.
Cruise, yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
but
no one wants to remember Tom Cruise's The Mummy. That
No.
thing was awful too.
Wasn't it supposed to be some part of like a wider
It was supposed to be a part of the
cinematic
dark
universe or some bullshit?
universe
Real
of
quick.
the dark universe.
Yeah, real quick. Something that you may or may not know Jack Rayner from, as I was doing a little bit of research as well. Go full circle to my celebrity crush. Jack Rayner in 2019 starred in a cult movie with Florence Pugh.
Oh,
I love you, Florence. Midsummer.
she's so pretty.
Did you ever see Midsummer?
I mean, is it a Midsummer's Night Dream? And
No, it's just Midsummer. It's about an American couple who are drawn into a violent cult in rural Sweden.
I have not done. No.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that it's an A24 movie as well. I've still not seen
Yes,
it,
it is
but
A24,
I know all
yes.
about it. That guy got put in a bear costume and then set on fire.
Oh, I don't remember that
Spoil-
scene. Maybe I didn't finish the movie.
Midsummer's pretty fucked up, I understand. Yeah. I saw
Well, you know it's gonna be a fun time
Love
when the
Inheritance.
poster features a woman crying. That's when you know it's gonna be a fun time
that's
for
when
the whole
that's when Florence
family.
Pugh got put on the map. I know that much.
Oh, she's been on my map for a long time.
Boom.
Giggity.
Hereditary. Yeah. Well, one of the last fucked up movies I saw from A24 was Hereditary. And then I forget who directed that. I'm not even sure we did a review for that. I think that was probably pre-Waffle Box, but I was just like, yeah, I don't want to see anything from this guy ever again. Like, it was a good movie, but I didn't like it. I didn't have fun.
It's weird. I'm a big advocate of a good independent movie, I guess, or movies that don't just because I'm as much like anyone right now who's just sick of the here we go. Here we go. We're gonna have another fucking prequel, sequel, reboot, blah 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 blah. Give me some fucking new stories. But at the same time, I feel that I don't know how it works, but with A24, I feel all in my brain, there is just like an office with like an A4 sheet of paper with A24 printed on it, and he's just like thumbtacked it to the door. And so people go into his office to see Mr. A24, and he's like, I've got an idea for a movie.
Alexander 24, how you doing?
Mr. Alexander 24, and his one question is it weird? And I go, yeah, my movie's pretty weird. Greenlit, make it.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever seen an A24 movie where I haven't at some point during a movie going, what the fuck is going on?
My favorite A24 movie so far is Zola. Do you know Zola?
Are they related to Zelda?
Negative. No, Zola is a movie about a stripper who's fed up with her whack-ass boyfriend and hooks up with another stripper that she has a crush on and thinks they're just going on a girls' trip to Florida to do some more stripping, and then finds out, like, oh no, now I'm in a prostitution ring. And then she just takes over and she kind of becomes the pimp. Diego Coleman's in it. That guy is terrifying. But this movie is amazing, and there's a montage of tiny dicks. All the tiny dicks. You didn't even know that there's so many tiny dicks. You're just like, wow, that's a tiny dick. And that's a tiny dick? That could be a tiny dick too? Wow. Oh my God, that's a tiny dick. Oh, it looks like a belly button. Like Zola. Go check that out. I would not be surprised if you could find it on Disney Plus, actually.
Montage of tiny little dicks on Disney Plus.
It's hilarious.
Anyway, where were we? Lee Cronin's The Mummy. What was your final score?
Low 4 to 5. I don't get the hate. I enjoyed it. The ending is stupid, but they normally are.
I imagine I haven't seen this movie. Shocker, I know. But like I said, I think I imagine most of the hate is coming from the vast amount of people that have seen the movie and then walked out going, that is not the movie I was expecting.
There was a guy who left 20 minutes into it. I don't know what was his problem. Like, the movie really hadn't even started yet, and maybe he doesn't like a slow burn. I don't know, but
or
again,
he was expecting some crazy, wacky.
Or he's probably
Brendan
expecting
Fraser.
Brendan Fraser's The Mummy. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. That's why that Twitter handle happened with Blumhouse. This is not the Brendan Fraser Mummy. Brendan Fraser not in the Mummy. Like, I get it. Like, this was a confused. I can see how people would be confused about this. But also, guess what? In the first half hour, when a scorpion crawls down a woman's throat, probably not the movie you're expecting. Also, Brendan Fraser's Mummy had scarabs crawling all over you and just eating the flesh off of you. So, yes and no, but whatever. Like, at some point, when your mentally disabled brother is going, get him the fuck out of there. The guy's not having a good time. Those are not noises of joy. Noises of joy.
That's what that's when your Jewish grandfather is playing. That's what he says when he's playing games with a little baby. That, oi, I got your noises. I got your noise. I got your noise.
Mike Fish, I almost spit wine in your face.
Kinky. Anyway. Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Low 4 out of 5. Hashtag needs more Brendan Fraser.
Probably wouldn't have hurt.
Anyway, it's now. Who's that bull guy that played the bad guy?
Imhotep? Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, put him in more movies.
He gets work. He gets work, but yes, I understand what you're saying.
Anyway, it's now time to wrap this show up in a nice little knot and make you feel warm and fuzzy inside. Oh, do you remember about an hour ago when we talked about that dead kid? Let's wrap it up with this week's feel-good story of the week.
It's the coolest fucking story I've ever heard in my entire life. That's insane. Can I hear it again?
This week's feel-good story comes to us from Westlake, Ohio. Yeah, Ohio.
Westlake Daly City.
I know. I always get those Westlakes mixed up. A 91-year-old woman in Westlake, Ohio sparked concern after she missed multiple automated wellness check calls from the city's, quote, "Are You OK?" program, which is designed to regularly confirm that seniors living alone are safe. Family members and the police were unable to reach her, so officers went to her home for a welfare check. After getting no response at the door, police used a garage access code provided by her family and entered the home. Her car was still inside, which added to concerns. However, officers soon discovered that she was completely safe. She was just deeply absorbed in playing a video game in her bedroom.
Wow.
She said she had simply been trying to beat her high score and didn't hear the phone calls or the knocking.
This generation.
Right?
I imagine she's under 30.
No, she's 91 years old.
Oh, she's 91 years old? Jesus Christ.
Should we just start the whole story again?
That part. I'm sincerely sorry I missed that part. Wow. 91-year-olds are playing video games. That's
okay. I'll summarize. So basically, because she's so old, she's part of this program where basically there's an automated system that checks in and goes, "Hey, are you dead?" And you have to brace, no, I'm not dead yet. Good, she's fine. But she wasn't responding to that. And then so the police knocked on the door. She wasn't responding. People were phoning the home. Oh my God, she's not answering the phone. She's not answering the door. Oh my God. So they broke into the house. Oh, the car's still there. So she's definitely here. Oh my God, she's probably fucking dead. And they found her in a bedroom playing a video game. And was like, "Leave me alone. Try and beat my high score."
I'm sorry you'd explain that twice to me. But also, what the fuck?
I feel the feel-good part of the story, the nicety of the story is kind of lost now.
It's definitely lost now.
Yeah.
I mean, she's alive, so that's great.
There we go. There's always that silver lining. Unlike that Indian kid, he's dead.
That Indian kid's definitely dead.
Yeah, he's definitely fucking dead.
Just play the music. I love you, Mike Fish.
Hashtag, where's Brendan Fraser?
Not here.
Hashtag, I love Florence Pugh. Anyway,
yeah,
that wraps up.
We love Florence Pugh.
Me first. That wraps up another edition of Waffle Box. 2 episodes in 2 weeks. Look at us go. Look at us go.
Look at us.
We are go-getters. Almost at what are we now? April, May. Wait, when did we do our first fucking episode? Our first ever episode was May 1st?
I know we did a date and then we took a month off.
Yeah, I think
and then
so. Officially,
I would have thought it was June and then July, but
I think officially we're less than 2 weeks away from our 5-year anniversary.
That's wonderful.
Wait, we started 2021, so yeah, 5 years. Jesus Christ.
I
Good.
had that written down. Weird.
I think technically episode 1 came out May 1st, and episode 2 was June 1st, and then we started rocking weekly after that.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway,
we should have the team investigate that and then get the details back to us because but I got a new phone, so this shit always gets fucked up. But I feel like I had that written down.
Just the facts, ma'am.
what's been going on? Is there anything out there in the world that you want to promote, or whether it's your work, other people's work?
No, not really.
No,
Today I'm literally working the Dodgers game at the Oracle Park, and then in a few days I'll work with the Miami series, and then I'll have a few days off, and then I'll go into the Valkyrie series because the Warriors aren't playing anymore. Congratulations, Warriors! You went further than a lot of people thought you were going to. That shouldn't be a diss, but if it is, I'm sorry.
And go fuck yourself, the New York Knickerbockers. You're in the playoffs, but I think it's tied 1-1. You embarrass yourselves on Monday night by losing by 1 point to the Atlanta Hawks. Embarrassing.
I mean, if they only lost by 1 point, man, like that's a good loss, dude. Like, wasn't a blowout. Like they literally just slipped through their fingers. I mean,
that's a terrible
just
thing.
Based on the score, right?
Player.
Maybe they just played like shit the entire night, but maybe
I didn't fucking watch
like
it. I was too busy talking to you.
Oh.
But if you do want to watch something else, I highly recommend the one highlight from the wrestling world recently. Just go on either YouTube or Twitter, whatever, and just search Danhausen.
Oh, that's the weirdo Sting / Crow looking.
Well, all right, look it up. But long story short, the character of Danhausen is an alien that has infiltrated a human body and is trying to take over the world by becoming a professional wrestler. I'm doing it no justice. He's hilarious. Treat yourself.
I don't think it's you, dude. I don't think it's you.
Search Danhausen. He is becoming one of the top merch sellers in WWE right now.
I believe it. Also, I don't understand it, but I believe it.
He's very nice, very evil. Anyway, on that note, until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.
Dude, that's right. I feel like I'm just...
Wave harder, boy.
That's all, folks.